Hey guys, I know I don't have all the steps to how I'm going to do this card, and I didn't even think about it till after I loaded my mat with all the paper that I'm going to use for this card. But I know a lot of people are starting to get frustrated with Cricut, and not just Cricut, but it's mainly the design space. And some people are trashing their Cricut machines, the makers, or whatever they have. And I'm starting to see people starting to go to the Brother Scan and Cut now, which have been, like I said, I've had it now for probably maybe 3 to 4 years. And I probably used it maybe 10 times, I would say. And I would say that you guys really have been sleeping on the Brother Scan and Cut, which I have the DX. They have some models that's before that, and they have some models that are after this one, some newer ones after this model. But like I said, I really haven't fully learned this one because I always do Cricut or whatever. And of course, y'all can see I got my Cricut Joy here because I had to do some quick Father's Day cards for some people and also for my kids. So that was quick. And I also, this is off subject, but I don't know how many of you guys found out that they do have a Cricut Joy app that you can use on your phone or your, it's for Apple people, I guess. And I do have a, well, no, it's not for Apple people because I got it on my phone and it's an Android, but I also have it on my iPad also. But I can't get it on my Windows 10. I can't get that on my desktop. It's not offering it on there, but that's fine because I also have this MacBook. So if I need to download it on here, I can do that. But back to subject, I just want to show you guys how smooth this machine cuts. And when I tell you it cuts like butter, and it is so quiet. I mean, you barely can hear it other than, it doing what it do. But as you can see, I am doing a Father's Day card, and it says World's Greatest Dad. And they have their stuff set up a little different than Cricut. Like I said, they do have projects and designs that you don't have to pay for. That, like, this one was totally free. You just get the, what is it called? The Brother Canvas Workspace. And they got some things in there that if you see a project you like, you just click on it and it's no charge. You can do it. But they basically have most of all their stuff just set on one mat. So I had to break this down. And I got two more other pieces that I need to cut. But I'm going to do that after I do this because the way I loaded my mat up, everything is not going to fit. So I've already loaded my mat, as you can see. No, I haven't. I'm sorry. I got it sitting here ready to be loaded. And it's kind of dark, y'all. I can't cut the... Nope. All right. Trying to focus in. All right. This is the button that you're going to hit right here. And I'm so sorry that it is... You can't hardly see it. But this is the button that I hit here. And this is going to load my mat. See? It's loaded my mat. And I'm just pushing the paper down some more. The only thing that I really don't like about their mats, they're not as sticky. It's good in a way, and it's not, because you don't have a hard time like tearing your paper up or getting that little fold or that bend when you take them off the Cricut mats, because the stick is so tough. But this one, you barely can lift it up, and you can take your cut right off. But sometimes if you're not watching it or standing right here, if you don't have a new mat, it can start moving on your mat, and it'll mess your cut all up because it's starting to move. That's the only thing I really don't like. Their mats don't really last long. But I've wiped this down with a baby wipe before I used it, and it brought a lot of the stickiness back, which the Cricut mats do the same thing. You wipe them down. I heard that you can't really wipe them down with the antibacterial wipes, and that's what I've been wiping my Cricut mats down and these down with. But somebody said you're only supposed to use like the regular baby wipes because it don't have all that, I guess, chemicals in it that'll strip the mat or whatever. But I never had any issues using the antibacterial wipes because that's all I use. But I did switch it up, and I did get some of these Fisher Price wipes. Shoot, you get 72 of them in here from the Dollar Tree for $1. So I grabbed these, and I've had them for a while. So I used that to wipe the mat off, and like I said, it brought some stickiness back to it. But I'm going to go ahead and get in the video and let y'all see and hear how smooth this machine cuts. I'm telling you, you can't even hear it. So what you do is, like, you set up everything here in your Canvas workspace. You set up everything, and then you will hit a button up here, and then you will via transfer. So you have to have Bluetooth. You have to have it hooked up to the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Then you'll transfer what you have on your computer to the machine itself, and then the machine itself, you will hit retrieve item or whatever. So once you hit the retrieve, then it'll show you what you brought over from your computer to your machine, and it saves it on the machine. So I've already done that. Everything is set up, it's ready to go. So all I have to do is hit cut right here, and it'll start cutting. Now like I said, this blade is the automatic blade. Like, it detects, I guess, how far down to cut or whatever. It's not one of the blades that you have to set the certain pressures to, like 4, 5, and 3 and all that stuff. It automatically detects what kind of material you're cutting to know how far deep the blade needs to cut and all that stuff or whatever, which is amazing, by the way. And I can't believe I have this machine, y'all. And I got a few videos, I think, on my YouTube that I've showed y'all a few cuts, but I barely use it because I'm always using my Cricut. It's just what's next to me and just what I've already taught myself to use, you know. So I really haven't had time to mess with this machine at all, but just the basic. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit cut now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit the cut. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to hit start. I'm crazy, y'all. My bad. I got to hit start. And it tells you it has 3 minutes. And what it's doing is detecting my material that I have on here. I guess so that it'll know how deep to cut down in the blades or whatever. But let me shut up and y'all listen to how this thing is cutting. It's like butter, y'all. Tell me what you can hear. Excuse the ice machine in the back, y'all. Of course, it want to drop ice right when I'm trying to let y'all guys listen to the sound. I mean, you can't hear anything, right? Nice. I already see I made a mistake already, y'all. And I feel like an idiot. I'm gonna have to fix it because this green, the circle cut here and over here, I had them too close together. So I'm gonna have to do another green circle. I can already see my mistake. But this cut out pretty good. And this is cutting out like it's supposed to. I didn't measure this right when I put it on. That's why I don't like putting a whole lot of different papers on here, because you got to put them exactly where they need to be so they can cut. I'd rather just do 1 or 2 and that's it. But I'm telling y'all, you can barely hear this, right? Listen. It's cutting, y'all. I promise you it's cutting. You just can't hardly hear it. I don't know why it's cutting again, unless it's sensing that it's maybe thick material. And this cardstock is a little thicker than some of my other cardstock that I put in. But I noticed it's cutting twice to make sure it goes all the way through. But it's okay. And it's going to cut this piece out again. But what I'm going to do, since it's finished cutting, watch how I can just pull this up. Look at there. And that's what's left on it. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. And that's the piece of the world right there. Because it says world's greatest dad. The only thing I really don't like about when it double cuts, sometimes it tears your paper. Like right here, I can see it's a little tear. Let me show y'all this one. Like it tore it. Like right there, it tore it. But I'm definitely going to have to cut this circle all over again, y'all. It's supposed to be like this, but nah. And it's even chopped off at the top. I didn't even measure this right. I feel like an idiot. I hope it don't tear these words up over here because it's cutting twice. But like I said, this cardstock is a lot thicker. Alright, and then it lets you know that it's finished. And it says finish cutting, and I just push OK. And then I have to eject the mat out. Push that button, and it takes the mat right out. And I'll show you guys how easy it is just to peel this up. Look at that. I can do it with one hand. World's greatest dad right there. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? I'm gonna pull this up. That's why I said the mat not being too sticky is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing too. Like it's I don't know. It's a love and hate mat if you ask me, because you want your stuff to stick down, but at the same time, you don't want to tear your stuff trying to lift it up off the mat either. But I got this piece off, and of course you got these. They got some big ass drawers down here where you can stash some stuff. I mean, they're deep too, and they got the little spatula that I see everybody use. I don't even hardly use it. I just kind of like pick it up with the end of my nail. Okay, this is a little sticky. Alright, I don't want to tear my card up trying to do it one hand, but you see it, I can basically lift it up, and all this is attached, I believe, so it's one piece has all been welded together to cut out one piece, which is great. I ain't got to be trying to put these letters together and all that good stuff. Only thing I got to put in there is the exclamation mark. And look at there. I'm going to give it on the surface to where y'all can see it. Look at there. Clear as can be. I mean, it cuts like butter, y'all. I'm telling you. But I got to go back in and cut this circle again. And plus the other pieces that I have. And then all you do is take your little spatula and you just scrape these off. And it's not hard to get off at all because, like I said, the mat is not as sticky. So, if you guys are in the market and you don't want to do Cricut and you're looking for another good machine, I'm telling you, the Brother Scan and Cut is out. It's the next machine, you know. And I've had it now, I know, for like maybe 3 years, going on 4 years I've had it. And I probably cut on this thing maybe 10 times, 15 the most, and I'm probably lying when I'm saying 15 because I always use my Cricut. And this thing, I don't know if y'all know, like the stamps, when we do our fussy cutting with the stamps, this thing you can stamp, and this is the only cutting machine too in the world that they say is that can scan. Let's say one of your kids draw something in school and you want to cut it out. All you have to do is just put that picture under here and let it scan, and you can cut it right out. Or let's say you want to use some material, some paper or something, you want to cut it out, you can cut it out and put it on your shirt. I mean, or whatever you want to do. I mean, it scans it and it goes and it cuts what it scans. And like with your stamps, if you stamp, instead of fussy cutting around it with scissors, just put your images on your little mat, you scan it, and it cuts right around it. You know how the stickers have that little white edge, and you can put it to the inch or whatever, I guess, that you want the outside of the white to be, to make it just look like a sticker or something that you're cutting. And like some of the metal dies, I've also heard, I haven't tried it, like you can take the metal dies and you can put it on your machine and you can scan it, and you can size that die to whatever size you want, so you won't be limited. Like if you buy the metal dies, if you cut it out on like your Sizzix or whatever, you can only cut that size. But if you scan it, instead of a little die like a 4x4 die, you can make it to a 12x12 die if you wanted to stretch it out that big. But you have to scan it, and then you save it to your system, to your Brother Scan and Cut as a SVG file pretty much, and it'll cut it out for you. But you scan one of your metal dies, and that's awesome because that'll save you money from having to buy metal dies. Like I said, I haven't tampered with that yet, but I have seen some videos with people doing it. So I do know it works. But anyway, you guys be blessed. And by the way, happy Juneteenth for those who are out celebrating. Be safe. I'm at work, of course, at work working, but I don't mind. I enjoy what I do. So you guys be blessed. And as always, thanks for watching.